Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Holdo here. Last time we ended on a pretty decent session, actually. We ended with $52.40. So I'm gonna see if we can continue that run. I managed to open the chest, and it was basically just 60 stars points, so nothing really. Okay, a deuce. Just a similar spot to the 10-4 spades I called previously. So, I mean, it's a lot weaker, but still, it's the same concept. Depending on the bet size, I don't think I'm going to go anywhere. Hmm. It's definitely quite a large bet. Um, I mean, what turns am I going to like other than an 8 or a deuce? Not a lot, really. I think we just fold. Guy from Greece, I'm going to 3-bet. And against the lead, we have no spade. I don't like a call, personally. I think I'm going to fold. It's pretty tight, but I think it's okay. Okay, and with medium ace, we're going to call. Okay, we get top pair. So I don't expect him to check any fives back, or any of that, really. So I think this does smash our range, so I'm going to bet quite big. I'm going to raise this. Maybe betting big there doesn't make that much sense. And we kind of want to get a call from ace high, so maybe a third pot bet or something like that might be better. Because when we bet that big, I mean, we will get a call from a wicked race, like, sorry, a wicked 8, like 10-8 or something. Um, yeah, it's okay. Guy from Poland. I mean, this is going to be a squeeze or nothing. I think we'll try a squeeze. We're going to fall to a 4-bet. And kind of like a raise here as well. Okay, so we get a call. We're not loving that. Let's see what Oscar does. So this guy could definitely have ace king. Um, and this guy, I'm thinking pocket pairs, maybe fives or sixes. I don't think we should necessarily check though, so I'm going to bet. See what this guy does. If he jams, then we're just going to fold. If he calls, we're going to play turns. So this is difficult. I mean, against... this is nearly always ace-king. Question is, shall we call, try and get a queen? I mean, we're drawing pretty thin. What else can he do it with? I think we call once and see what he does. Here we're going to raise. I mean, he's going to jam you like nearly all the time. Yeah, I think we just got to fold. Could definitely fold on the turn. Probably just punting, making that call. I just can't see any bluffs, so unlucky. I think the best case scenario for us there is we're chopping. It's unlucky, it's not a great start, but we'll keep going. Against the Russian, if you're going to play this, then it's going to be a 3-bet. I think I'm going to fold this time. And we're going to fold this as well. Okay, so against a large open size, I'm going to raise this a second. I still think this is a 3-bet, but we need to tread carefully. And here, I think I like a bet. We have quite a lot of backdoors, so I'm going to size up slightly. I'm going to check this back. Okay, so now we've picked up 2 backdoors, so I'm going to bet again. Well, we picked up 8 outs basically. So any 6, any 10. This is an easy call. Okay, now I think we just jam. See if you can hero us with possibly 2 pair or ace king. Yeah, he folds. Maybe a jam there's better with a diamond in hand or 2 diamonds. Two rubbish jacks. And again. Queen 10 under the guns, a fold. And here it's just a fold. See what Vegeta's gonna do. I was gonna call his open, but against 3-bet, I think we just fold. Gonna raise the kings. So here against this guy from Belgium, I mean it's a tough one. I'm gonna call this time. I don't think it's a great play. I'm not sure on that spot. We're just going to check call now to the end. Here, looks like I raised into the gun, and it's come a king, so we're going to bet small. We could try a cheeky check raise here. Here we're going to call. Decent turn. And now I think we just check call, basically. Okay, King Jack against the Russian. If we're going to play, it would be a 3-bet, but I think I'm 3-betting a bit too much, so I'm going to fold this time. I should really use a random number generator, but it takes up too much of my attention. Suited ace is an open. We're going to call the hearts, looking for a flush draw. And I think we just check. We have showdown value. It's the 3-way pot, so we need to be we need to make sure that we have at least a decent hand before continuing. I can't see any reason to bluff, so we're just going to fold this. We could call for the backdoor hearts, but I think that's just pissing in the wind. Well, who's behind? This guy from Hungary, Belarus. Debating whether to call or to 3-bet. And with the backdoors plus blocking a strong king, I think we can 3-bet, so I'm going to do. Sorry, not 3-bet, raise. Okay, nice play. Okay, I'm going to raise the ace on the button. Okay, we get 3-bet. We can definitely just fold, and I'll be fine. I'm not liking this combination as a 4-bet. Debating whether to call in position with an ace. But no, I think I'm just going to fold this time. And here, I think this is very, very close. I mean, suited combination with snap calling. I think we can call okay, but we're not loving it. I mean, a fold here could be fine as well. We're not going to fold to a 1 big blind bet with the back doors. Okay, we've picked up a pair. So yeah, so now we're basically in a position where we have a pair and we don't really know what to do, so I'm not going anywhere at the moment. And here, I mean, he can definitely have a 10, but he can definitely have nothing as well. And now we're just going to check it down. And he has queens, okay. Okay, so out of the small blind, I don't like to call. I do sometimes, um, but I mean a three bet or fold strategy is normally a good way to go. King Jack. I mean, it looks like a strong hand, but it's not great. I'm going to raise this one just because we have a weaker player here on the button. But it's by no means an open every time. I'm going to c-bet. And then against a raise, I don't see any reason to continue. I mean, a player like this, he's just not going to fold any ace. Even though I'm blocking strong aces, so I'm just going to get out of the way and just say nice hand. We're raising the eights against the limp. 10-8 off. I think I'm going to fold this one. There's no particular weak players I can see. Okay, and this guy, where's he from? Russian. So how much are we calling? We're calling. He's raised it a bit too high. Yeah, we're just going to fold this. If that guy called, we could argue a call to set mine, but and I think I'm going to see a flop. Flop 10 and a gut shot. I think we check again. I'm going to call this. So these type of spots are obviously difficult. It definitely could be an ace, but I think with the pair plus straight draw, we're not going anywhere. And now we just check and try and win. I mean, I can definitely have a 9. So it's pretty difficult for him to bet an ace sometimes. I mean, every time. Yeah, so this just feels like an ace. Um, the question is, do I want to bluff? I mean, I have an 8 and a 10, which is a good combination to bet with a 9. So I think I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so it worked this time. Nice, picked up kings again. See if we can get some action. Of course not. Lots of pocket twos under the guns this session. Okay, king 3, can definitely 3-bet this against this German. I think I'm going to go for it. In position. Suited kings are okay. Takes away combinations of ace king and other strong kings as well. Obviously pocket kings. And then against a 4-bet, we just let this go. 10-3, we'll fold this. Queen 8. Against a wicket player, I think I'm just going to call. See if we can do anything to him. Queen Jack, kind of like a raise here. Actually, no, I'm going to call on the button. Last to act. We'll let this one go. Okay, we're not going anywhere at the moment. It is quite a large bet though. I think we need to call though. Then on the turn, what will he be doing this with? Possibly diamonds. Super strong aces. Would he do this with ace king? I mean, probably. We'll block ace queen. We'll block in ace jack for 2 pair. I think I'm going to call. And then he checks. We're going to check this back. The reason I called is because I called on the button. It gives him an incentive to bet aces strongly, because it's less likely I have a good ace. So on that assumption, I've just called and hoped that he has A, basically. Ace king. And against this guy, I mean, he has less than 50 bigs, could be a fish, pushing any 2, so I think we have to call this and hope for the best. Okay then, pocket aces. Clubs. It's not going our way. We'll play a few more hands. We're coming up to half an hour. But if you run in poorly and you're making bad decisions, it's always best to end the session. Okay, so I'm going to check this back. And I think now a value bet is fine. Go for a half pot. Trying to get call from a diamond, possibly. I think now we just check it back and try and win. We lose to kings. Turn to river 2 pairs, stuff like that. Okay, and with jacks here, what do I like doing? I think I'm going to call. I mean, at 5 and L, if I 4-bet there and he jams, there'll be jacks versus ace king, aces or kings. But at this stake, in my experience, it's normally just ace. Well, it's weighted towards kings and aces rather than ace king. But do we bet? Let's try a bet. And here we're gonna fold. No real decent cards at the moment. Interesting flop. Um, kind of like a bet. Here we're going to fold. And on this card, I think I like a check. He's not folding anything, basically. And then to an overbet, we're just going to fold. Fold this. Okay, against a weaker player, 8-7 suited. You could argue to 3-bet, but I think the way we're running at the moment, we're going to try and the way we're playing, just uh, try and play a bit more lighter. I mean, you shouldn't let results change the way you play, but you know, everybody's human. If I was last to act, I'd call this, but with all these behind, I think it's just a fold. This is a C-bet. Okay, I think we bet small again. And now I think we bet big. But what is he going to call me with? I don't know. Let's just bet half pot. If he raises, we're not going anywhere. I mean, we're not fist pumping. But definitely a call. We're going to raise this. Stick into the plan. Bingo. On a board like this, I mean, a 3-bet pot, I shouldn't be betting this that often, so I'm going to check because I'm likely to have high cards, ace king. Okay, and there's the card I needed to barrel, so I'm going to barrel. Pretend like the ace has helped me. And then we're just going to pray for no spade on the river. And against this, I mean, we have backdoors with spades plus a straight draw, so I think a call is fine. There's one of our spades. I think we check this back and try and revert the spade. It's a club. If it checks to us, this is going to be a mandatory bet just because we basically have the low end of our range. So we're just going to bet and try and take it down. Probably have the worst hand there that we could possibly have. Alright, let's play this king's hand. See if it can save us from a losing session. And then we'll call it a day. So let's raise him up. Right, so we've got a king. Sorry, we've got a heart. So we could check back. But I think a standard c-bet is fine, especially with kings. More likely to check back aces. And let's see what he does. This is a great card for us, so I'm going to bet really small. Okay, and he folds. Okay, we're going to play the remainder of the hands until it's our button. And then we're going to see what the damage is. Okay, well we've flopped a decent drawing hand, not an amazing one. Got a gut shot, backdoor, flush draw. I don't want to get check raised, so I think I'm going to check call. And against a pot size bet, I think we can still call this. Looking for a jack. Jack is a queen or a spade. That's not it. And now with the king on the river, what is he pot betting and then checking on the possibly a 10? I think we just check give up. We could bet small. There's a bluff. Get him to fold any. Yeah, nice. Get him to fold any random low hearts and stuff like that. And then if we're wrong, we're not paying much. Okay, so it looks like we've lost about $1.90. So all in all, not too bad. So we're gonna call that a session. And yeah, hopefully we'll run better tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you've followed this to the end, thanks. Please like the video, subscribe, because apparently most of my viewers are not subscribed. So yeah, do me a solid and subscribe, and yeah, see you on the next one.